What's going on, guys? This right here is my 1984 Kawasaki JS550, and I just put a Chinese starter in it the other day, but the housing ended up cracking. So today we're going to be putting in a new, different Chinese starter, and I do have the old one here just to show you guys real quick and give a quick comparison. So these Chinese starters, they're hit or miss, to be honest with you. They are a little bit bigger, but these things are pretty easy to replace, so I don't mind doing it. I have the ski opened up here. As you can tell, this motor is ugly looking. Believe it or not, this thing has never been cracked open. So I have all the parts to rebuild this, but I'm waiting for this one to blow up first before I start doing any motor work. And it is kind of fun to see how long this thing is gonna last. But anyways, while we're here, let's take a look. So this right here is the starter, and as you can see right there is that crack that I was talking about. So these things are pretty easy to replace. All we have is this bolt right here, this bolt, and just got to transfer that wire on over to the other one. And that's about it. Let's get started. I have my 13mm socket on my ratchet, and I just have to remove these two bolts. So it is pretty tight working in here, and it's kind of a tedious process. So rather than letting you guys watch me do this, I'll just come back after I have these out. So I got both of those bolts out. The next thing to do is finagle this thing through this small hole here. I find it best to kind of reach your arm through here and slowly just work it out. I might need two hands for this, so I'll come back after I get it out. So I got the starter out of here. Here's the broken off piece. This starter only has about one ride on it, but it must have been a bad casting on here because it looks pretty rough, so we gotta replace it. Got the new starter hooked up. Now I gotta finagle this one back down through and tighten up those two bolts. Just got that starter back in there. I got these bolts in hand tight, just gotta crank them down and we'll be good to go. All right, the starter's in, everything's tight. Let's do a quick test to make sure it works. Works good. I call it a success.